We are Sunday, May 18, 10:46 a.m. So let's do a video to describe what happened with Tesla on Friday. So on Friday, right here, we closed at 349.98, so just shy of 350. Shy of 350. And let's take a look at the facts. Let's take a look at what we can do to profit from those facts. So yeah, we profited from those facts. When Tesla broke 295, we got in. We got in. This was a nice ride. Some of us are still in profit. Some of us have sold and taken profit. All strategies are super fine. Right now, we are still into our bullish channel. This is the bullish channel right here. Boom, boom, boom. So we are on the resistance side of the bullish channel. We are supposed to be zigzagging. Huh? We are supposed to be zigzagging. So we are on this bullish side, on this resistance side. So maybe we should be going to the support side. And we can go on the support side straight away. We can go on the support side like this, or we can go on the support side like this. Nobody knows how we are going to go there. Um, that's one point. That's one point. Then let's take a look at our indicators. Stochastic, 21-day stochastic, super high, super great stochastic. Everything is great. RSI is great. EMI is great. R is great. I don't talk a lot about those indicators, but they are great. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart to understand in more details how things are happening. So yeah, it's easier to see on the 1 hour chart. We are into a congestion zone between 335.59 right here and 350 right there. And we are really trying to break that 350, really trying. We have not succeeded yet. Does not mean that we won't succeed. It does not mean that. It just means that we have not succeeded yet. The 21-day moving average is coming close to the stock. So this is typical behavior. We get away, we get close, we get away, we get close. So now we are close. So this is kind of a coiling effect. So maybe we are going to see some movement, hopefully on the way side, on the upper side. Yeah. Something that we mentioned last week was that we had RSI that was overbought. When something is overbought, it does not mean that you need to sell because as you see here, it was overbought right here when it did this. So being overbought is not bad. It's not bad. Eventually, it might stop. Something cannot be overbought forever, but you can still get a nice swing when things are overbought. Right now, Tesla is no longer overbought, so maybe we could get a further upswing. Who knows? But basically, we are between 335.59 and 350. So if we have on the 1 hour chart, if we start breaking lower than 335, this is going to be a sell. And if we go higher than 350, this is going to be a buy. So basically, these are the two choices. If it stays in between, then it means that we are just slowly going towards the other side of the bullish channel, which is the support side. So that would be okay too, if we stay there for a while, reach the support, and then we continue from that point. That would not be too bad. So everything's looking good still on the 1 hour chart, on the daily chart. And as I mentioned last week, you can sell at any point in time. If you are satisfied with the profit that you have, sell and pocket it. And then if we break 350, buy again. Of course, with Tesla, Tesla sometimes gaps up. So on Monday, it could gap up. So if you take profit a little bit too soon, then maybe we are going to miss further upside because you will have to come back into it after a gap, which means that you will have a little bit of a miss, but at least you got money in your pocket in case something bad happens this weekend, if bad news comes out. And yeah, there's some relatively bad news that came out, as a matter of fact. We have Moody's degraded the United States credit rating from AAA to AA1, I think. So, is this going to have an impact on the market? Maybe. So this remains to be seen. I am not one to speculate much about the impact of news. There's only a correlation between a news and the movement in a stock. And if we take a look at the earnings we had not too long ago, April 22nd, Tesla had an earnings call and bad earnings. A drop in revenues of 9% and a drop in profit by 34%. What did the stock do? It went up. It went up. So news. So I don't trust news too much. Good news, the stock can still go down. Bad news, the stock can still go up. So I don't trust news too much. What I trust is the stock movement. That's it. Stock movement at all. What else? Yeah, on the comments we see golden cross on the 1-day chart. You know, the golden cross is the cross between a 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. As if, yeah, this is nice. You know, you pick any moving averages, 7, 27, 25, 21, 50, 200. You can find crosses up and crosses down all the time. Yes, it is another piece of data. So yeah, everything is good so far. We'll see on Monday what happens. Everything's good with Tesla so far. Let's take a look at the VIX. When the VIX goes up, the stock market goes down. So VIX came down at last Friday by 0.57. Let's take a look at the 1-hour chart. So we were stopping at 1762 since last Tuesday. Could not go lower than that, but boom, on Friday went lower. A little bit lower, you know. We are at 1725. Every move down we get in the VIX is going to have a positive impact on the stock market as a whole. Yes, you can find some stocks that went down, yeah, last Friday, that's fine. But as a whole, this is going to have an impact. And we want VIX below 20. VIX below 20 is what we want in order to go long. We went long last Friday when Tesla broke 295. This was a bit of a risky move. We jumped the gun here. Stochastic was great. VIX was higher than 20. So I mentioned that on the channel. Check my video last Friday. So I said, yeah, this is a buy, but there's some risk in that buy. And what happened this week is that on Monday of this week, the VIX went from 22 to boom, opened at 20 and then finished at 18 something. So this was a godsend right here. So this week has been great in part because last week, was great because of that VIX that came down all of a sudden, and now it's, it pretty much continued down all week, and we finished at 1725. So super happy with that. We'll see on Monday with the Moody's thing what is going to happen. That remains to be seen. But VIX is trending down, so we love it when this happens. Let's take a look at the stock indices. So stock indices, so Dow Jones up 0.78% on Friday, getting close to some resistance. If we break that, this is going to be a nice sign that things are going to continue this way. So we'll see what happens. But we came outside of a downward channel right here. When was that? It was Friday, May 2nd. This is when we came outside of this downward channel. So this was a positive sign, and now it's been continuing. SPX also continuing. Look at this. This is testing the last resistance right here. Last resistance is being tested. We are stopping right smack close to it. And then Nasdaq, we are back into a congestion zone between 20,525 and 22,122 right here. It's pretty clear to see we are zigzagging between the two. We came back into it not too long ago, so this was a buy at this point. This is continuing. So yeah, so we could be zigzagging right here. A break above 22,122 is going to be a bullish sign. Russell, look at this. Russell, this one is really trying to get outside of its downward channel again. It's coming here, caving in, coming in, caving in, cave in, cave in. Now, still caving in. Still caving in. It's trying hard though, huh? It's trying hard. Trying. Once it breaks it, this is going to be positive. So, you know, things are testing the limits. Testing the upper limits. So yeah, that's it for this video. This afternoon I'm gonna be doing my Tesla weekly live. So for my Discord member, there's a question in the chat, if I only trade Tesla. No, I don't only trade Tesla. We as part of the Discord, we look at all of these right here, and we find buying opportunities on all of these, you know, Palantir, SoFi, SMCI. Yes, look at this. So we have all of them, but this is reserved for my Discord server, and we look at it down to Bitcoin, XRP, and gold. So I'm gonna wish you a great weekend. We are going to talk on Monday, unless you are a member, in which case we are going to talk this afternoon, looking at the weekly chart also of Tesla to see if long-term, mid to long-term, if Tesla is bullish on the weekly chart. So have a great weekend, and I'm gonna say à la prochaine.